Welcome to Ben Talks Money. Here we discuss stocks, investments, ETFs, and personal finance.
Hello there, welcome back to Ben Talks Money. My name is Ben. I have an MBA in Finance and Management. I've been trading for 8 years. I'm a full-time options trader. So in today's video, just like we do every day pre-market, we take a look at the stocks that are making the most moves on the market, and we see the levels that we will be going long or short. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, and humbly help me get to 4,000 subscribers. I'm close to it, and a subscription will go a long way helping me do that. All right, so let's get started. The first one that we take a look at is CETX. This is the stock that is making the most move in the entire US stock market, and it's up 400% as of the time of recording, and it's currently sitting around $16. And you can see on the daily chart that the $16, $17 zone is a strong resistance zone, and it came into 17 and it began to pull back. So we are watching this to see if it can break above $17. If it break above, so the level here is around 1730. If it's able to break above 1730, we can take a look at it. On the other hand, if it pulls back and we see volume coming in, we take a look at it using the 1 minute, the 5 minutes, or the 15 minutes chart, depending on the time of day. So the next one that we'll take a look at is TGL. This is up 112% as of the time of recording. And you can see that this thing is sitting right here around 54.60. And that is coming also into a resistance area. You can see the resistance here on the daily chart right here and right here. So if you're able to break above $55, it would be a nice way to look at it. On the other hand, you just watch it, use whichever levels that fits your trading style to take a look at what this thing is doing. I'm sure by the time the market opens, it will be a whole different thing altogether. And the next one that we take a look at is TWG. So this one is also up about 90% as of the time of recording, and it's also sitting right here on the strong resistance zone on the daily chart. If you look at this right here, you look at this right here, it's a strong resistance zone. So if it pulls back, when the market opens and it pulls back and you see volume coming in, it would be nice to use the minute charts to find an entry. On the other hand, if it breaks above this right here, I think it's around $12. If it's able to break above $12 and then come right here about $12.90, there will be room. If it breaks $12, there will be room to go to about $12.90, $13 before we hit another resistance. And again, by the time the market opens, it might be a whole different thing. But this is just to give you an idea of what's going on in the market. The next one I'll take a look at is FULC. It's up almost 66%, and it's currently trading around $15 right here. And if you look at the daily chart, it's also in this zone. There's a resistance in this area around $15, $15.20, and the next will be about $15.90. So we'll take a look at it. If it's able to hold 15 going into the market open, or whatever happens, when things change, and then when the market opens, we will take a look at it and see which levels that will be favorable to trade this one. It's right now up, as I'm talking right now, this thing just went all the way to 1625. So it's beginning to pick up. The next one that we take a look at is MTVA. This is also up almost 45% as of the time of recording. This is up 45%, and it's also sitting right here in this zone, which is also kind of a resistance zone around $12. If it's able to hold and break above $12, there will be room for this to go to about $14.25. Let's see here. Yeah. If it breaks above $12, there will be room for this thing to go to about, first of all, there will be a little bit of a resistance around 13, and then it's going to be about 14.50. So that's it for MTVA. The next one that we take a look at is CFLT, and this one is also up almost 30% as of the time of recording. It's sitting around $29.60, and there is a resistance in this area around $30. So if it's able to break above $30 and hold, there will be room to go here to about $31.30, and then from there you can see that there's another resistance here around $32.64. So that's what we're looking at. Again, you just pay attention to this when the market opens. If you want to trade it, if you're okay with trading pre-market, then this is something that you have to be paying attention to. So the next one that we take a look at is JXG. And this is up 34% in pre-market, and it's sitting right here at exactly $6. Right, this is where this thing is sitting at exactly $6. And if you look at the daily chart, there's room for this thing to go. If it's able to hold above $6, there's room to go to about $8.30. And after that, you see the 50-day will come in here around $9.80, around $10 area. So, and that from there, there'll be another resistance around $11.30. So the next one that we take a look at is IMMX. This is up almost 20% right here, and it's currently sitting around $6.70. That's where this thing is trading at right now. And you can see that it is also starting to hit some form of a resistance in this area. So if it's able to hold and break above $7, you know, the gap here is a little bit small. So ideally you want this to break above $7. If it breaks above $7, there'll be room to go to about $7.40. If you get 40 cents on a $7 stock, it's very decent. Yeah, so the next one that we take a look at is HWH, and this is up 22% in pre-market. This thing is up 22% in pre-market, and it's currently sitting around $2.20. So if you like these small dollar names, this will be for you to pay attention to. But already in pre-market, if you look at the chart on, I'm looking at a different chart here on the minutes, and it's been very choppy already. So you have to be very, very mindful. At some point, this thing was up 75%. It went all the way to $3.20. And it's been pulling back. It lost $1 already. So just be mindful of this one. It looks like it's a very choppy name. The next one that we take a look at and is breaking out right now, crazily breaking out right now, is BDRX. When I was adding this thing to the list, it was up almost like 20%. And right now, in the last few minutes, this thing is breaking out crazily. And it's right now up 126%. And it keeps going. I'm not sure if there's some news that just came in there, but this thing is going crazy. It's right now around $10.80. Around there, it's moving back and forth, but you can see that there's a resistance here around $11. You know, there's a resistance here. The chart is a little bit, the volume is very small. If you look at the daily chart, it doesn't have volume at all. So it tells me that the spread is going to be huge and it's going to be very, very, very volatile. It's going to be very, very jumpy. So you have to be mindful. Right now, as I'm talking, we went to $11.30 and we are back to $9 within a minute. So be careful if you are trading this name today. And the next one that we take a look at is ALXO, and this will be the last one that we take a look at, ALXO. So this is right now up about 7%. The volume is down. It's been also pumping up and down. So this is something that, you know, if you like a dollar, if you trade the stock around $1, this will be for you, but pay attention to it. And it's right now sitting here at the 50-day. The 50 days around $1.50, and this is where this thing is sitting right now. So if you're interested, just make sure it breaks above the 50-day before you make a trade, right? So that's it for the list today. We talked about 6-7 stocks that are making the most moves on the market. So if you are interested, if this video was helpful to you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and until next time, let's keep making money.